Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So straight into the action. Delivered low. Van Basten powering forward here. Makaleli. There's a sharp little ball here. Tries one from range. Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
That has been cut short. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, that was vital. Spread it left. Can he get it through? Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number.
Chance! Benfica with the corner, there first. Van der Vaart with the short one. Hangs one in. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. Kaká. Threads one in, knocks it out wide. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kaká. Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mateus gets a foot in and wins the ball. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Belletti, he's had it taken off him. And this is Roberto Baggio. Good take, and it is having a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few seconds result.
Terrific effort! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Mbappe. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the... goes for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Benfica really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their...
He'll try from distance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Baggio plays it short. And that's played in low. Referee has just said play on. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. And this is Gerrard. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Baggio. Now it's crossed into the middle.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Here's Roberto. Roberto Baggio. Van Basten. Out of play for a goal kick. Gerrard is there and he can pick it up. And it's Cruyff. Great vision. Mbappe receive. Oh, he's having a go! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hasebe promptly onto that, and that is that.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's been real chance! And he's following up! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter.
And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Inter Milan looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
The second period is on the way. That's been cut out, well played. Aims beyond the defence. Kaka. Marcelo. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. And he's got away from him. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. He's having a pop! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
A case now of complete control. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Spread to the right. Not where it came from. Tries a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Roberto Baggio! And he's stuck it away. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. It's Adriano! And that's a tidy finish. How do you look back on that goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Benfica get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Now he's got space here. Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's being urged to shoot. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Benfica may be down, but not out just yet.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Good ball, good take. Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Roberto Baggio. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bullish header! And no mistake. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Can he get on the end of... And the shot! Goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Inter Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18, numero 23, Kaká. Lasciano il campo.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Neymar.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Benfica have their second corner now. They've played it short. Has a look up and delivers. Just 5 minutes left. Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Yamal. It's a loose ball. Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Cruyff. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's a very... Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim. The referee has seen that as a professional foul. Mbappe with a real chance here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Mbappe!
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Inter Milan have their third corner. And a header! He's having a hit! Cross from Cafu. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And this is Cruyff. And he shoots! And a neat finish! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So now the difference is 3. Space for him to turn and look. Swings it. Chance! It is close, but that is the last of it. Inter Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So straight into the action.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, he's terrific. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kaka unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Just about within shooting range. That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Marcelo did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Floated through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, given away. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Alexander-Arnold. Throw in. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't... And Martinez! Oh, he's hit the bar! And a chance! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he welcomes it in. Martinez. He's beat. Shot a goal! They've scored! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Gol! Ha segnato al 24esimo minuto, numero 25.
Tottenham have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That is a great pick out. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold. Very nearly half an hour gone here. He's going to be disappointed with that. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Might want to be careful there. Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Lewandowski.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Kaka is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Serginho. Martinez. Martinez makes a dash for it. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Defending was strong and firm. Lewandowski! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Serginho. Serginho. That's tidy. And a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Serginho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tottenham have their second corner now. That's the keeper's ball. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. Great defending, strong and determined. Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bonucci spots it and intercepts. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Inter Milan go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's straight offside. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a nicely shaped ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Some resolute defending there. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Tottenham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Marcelo conjures time and space where few can. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Roberto Baggio! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Martinez, given the lift of his goal. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Gets his head on it! And it's in! Inter are back in business. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Tottenham can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Inter Milan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Great vision. Alexander-Arnold. Gibbs-White. And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? Bonucci. Taken back almost at once. Mbappe, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Messi going after that. That is ended up in no man's land. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a searching pass. Kaka. Now that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in. Shevchenko wants to run onto this.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi. Gibbs-White. Now it's Batistuta. And we expected better, and so did he. Batistuta finds himself offside. Hasebe. Bonucci. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Shevchenko. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hasebe did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Brilliant save from Buffon! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tottenham have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. The final 5 minutes. Oh, perfectly measured that.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Serginho. Gibbs White. Varane calmly anticipates. He can run onto that. He's picked his way through.
Ci saranno 3
Messi.
minuti di recupero.
Mateus. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. And Shevchenko! And the number on the board is 3. Oh, easy pickings there. Kaka. Cafu. And that is that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Rafael Varane. It's Pirlo. Marcelo. Marcelo getting forward. Great vision. And it's Marcelo. Gets a good foot in there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Not the most accurate pass. He's looking wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Ronaldinho. Great chance! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu providing an outlet on that flank. And he's managed to get free.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Pirlo. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start.
Shot, surely! Goal! Barcelona! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Neymar.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that's a good ball. Conte. Ronaldinho. Shifted it to the flank. Can he latch on to this? Oh, good take in a good area. Mateus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Conte. That's destined for the flank. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Conte. Oh, this looks sharp. That has been slung wide. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's certainly onside here. Nicely weighted ball. Pirlo. Ronaldinho. Now it's Romario. Can he get it through? Oh, he's all alone. Shoots! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Romario. And it's Marcelo. Alaba. Chooses to go cross-field. Van Brotta can so cleverly bypass the press. Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's clever. Alaba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Romario. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Pirlo. Plays the return pass. Marcelo spots it and intercepts. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Benatia kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Cruyff.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
Roberto Baggio! And that's a sharp finish. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
2 minutos de descuento.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Pirlo. And this is Romario. Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Kaka. So a temporary halt to the action. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as...
And the keeper's given it away. Zambrotta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. Zambrotta. No, that's been intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Rafael Varane. Alaba. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Marcelo. Conte. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Back when it goes. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that...
Just the keeper in his way. And the shot! It's a loose ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Roberto... Oh, shooting chance! Not a bad try by any means. He's in a... And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Zambrotta. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's a key interception. Marcelo. Oh, easy pickings there. Ronaldinho. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, it's Ronaldinho! Oh, how good is he? tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Taken back almost at once. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's got away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Benatia calmly anticipates. Conte. And it's Marcelo. Marcelo going face-to-face with his great rival. It's gone for a throw-in.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
This looks promising. He's found a way through. Neymar! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Baggio really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marcelo aimed beyond the defence. Ronaldinho wants to run onto this. Pirlo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. 2 minutes to be added on. A probing pass. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Romario. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Se ha encontrado una línea por el...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
For me, it's Miroslav Klose. Any aspiring goal scorers out there should study his movement. And a
Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham goes short. Delivered. Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And this is Goetze, and he's managed to get free. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Mario Götze conjures time and space where few can. Marcelo looking to hit the byline here. Oh, super ball! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar. Marcelo gets across to intercept that. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lahm. Caicedo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played into space. Dink through. Deftly away. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Is there any support? He might not need it. In with the challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zambrotta. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tchouaméni, quality ball. Could move up a gear here. And that could set him on his way. And the shot's on here. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Tchouaméni, Marcelo. Nicely weighted ball. Not the most accurate pass. He's gone for goal! And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Referee has just said play on. Kaka. Beckham. Goetze. Kaka. And it's Kaka. Company calmly anticipates. Caicedo is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Marcelo spots it and intercepts. Now it's Romario, and here's Mbappe. Lam. Cafu. And it's closer. Oh, that's well spotted. Kaka. That has been slung wide. Company. Lam. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. That is good alertness. And this is Goetze. Goetze concedes a free kick for that. And that has not gone well. Mario Goetze, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Oh, that's fabulous. Hits a shot! They score! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's found a way through. And the referee has signalled for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Inter can really do it.
Closer, he's through on, and the shot! And a neat finish! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Manchester United now in a position for... Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. It's a sweeping cross. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Manchester United are looking to go forward. Oh, he's all alone! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Now it's closer. He's shifting through the gears here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
No, he's not getting past him there. The referee's awarded a free kick. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Goetze, and he is dashing away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's got the beating. It's Goetze! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
His positioning was spot on. Now it's Romario. Mbappe! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cafu. Good ball over the top. And he cuts out the supply. Company kept his eye on it, and he's there. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's closer. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu. Kaka. Nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's picked his way through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Here's the header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lahm. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Götze. Now it's Neymar. Wriggles his way through. He's got away. Now who's going to be first to this? And Caicedo. Now it's Götze. Now the ball's gone astray. Lahm. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking. Varane calmly anticipates. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Mario Götze really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Manchester United, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Cafu, coming on the field, number 23, Gonzalo Ramos.
Now it's Kane.
19, Kane.
Pass is coming off in quick succession
20,
here.
Kaká.
Pitches it off him.
Number 7,
Beckham.
Dembele. Substitution.
That has been cut short. Caicedo. And it's Kane. Nicely spread. Now it's Dembele.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lahm delivers. And that has been knocked clear. Loose. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Buffon must save this. It's hit the uprights. Now that's well seen too. Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. He is through here. Dembele's delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Kaka. Well, that looks a decent ball. Looking for the run. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. That's at the end. Inter Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen...